It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And we've got Miles Jack, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Steelers and the Jets on Thursday night.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. By a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me
they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start on the ground, Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The Jets in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it. And some after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they run with Harris off the option. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. Lehman. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lehman. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to run out incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
He's had a pretty miserable first half. The pick 6 a moment ago, the second one he's thrown, and we're not to halftime yet. Throwing after the interception, Lehman. That swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. back to throw. Lehman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lehman. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Take it in at the 22. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Anderson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Rosas' kick is good. And they're going to go at least here. It's now 17-3. So Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, it's complete to Jelani Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. To throw on 2nd down, Lehman. Incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Lehman. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Scott. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he's... this down to the 45. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Throwing to start the drive. Lehman. Finds Pickens outright. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 4. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they run with Harris off the option. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. An option handoff given to Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's that corner, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And New York set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Open man here is Gentry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the cat.
Back now in Pittsburgh. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 17 yards. The Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
This is Harris on the draw. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They run for it with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Lehman. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Lehman.
He's got this to Pickens.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Looking to throw. Lehman
finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got it up. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, Lehman. Screenplay, Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, in these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snap.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,